Hey guys, it's James here, and today we'll be talking about my Touhou Project deck that I taught BCF Singapore 2026 over the last weekend. Yep. So the set just released for about a week or so, and I decided to bring it to the event after a couple of rounds of testing with the mates. Yeah. So I'm playing 8 gates or doors if you're from the US. We call them gates in Singapore. Yeah, we're playing 8 gate Reimu Touhou Project. And if you're interested, here is the tag log. And let's talk about the matchups. And then after we talk about the matchups, we'll talk about the things I liked about the deck and the things that I would change about the deck. Alright. So here it is. JP Weiss Schwarz BCF 2026 Singapore. Yeah. So my first round was against DC. They were playing the choice combo, the top 3 at 1. Then if I cancel, they get to salvage. And their top end was some sort of clash, uh, climax, but I wasn't too sure what they did because I didn't even use the Rainbow combo here. I just vanilla song them at level 2 and they died. So yeah, nothing much here. Round 2 was Oshinoko. Oshinoko, they went up to level 3 first and they did the combo, but they were only able to get enough resources for 2 and they only comboed me twice. So I managed to live and kill them on the backswing. On round 3, round 3 I don't even know what the guy was playing. He sat down and he had to go, so that was like sort of a buy. But we'll take it, I guess. Round 2 was the Touhou Project Mirror. Um, my opponent did a really greedy play at level 2 where he tried to stock wash me with the level 2 Rumia and didn't really work out for him. He wasted a lot of resources doing that and he couldn't find an opportunity to farm back into the game because I kept blowing up the Reimu combo with the 1-1 Shiki here. That minus 4.5k. Okay. Round 5. Round 5 was against Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. It's a pretty good deck. Um the finisher is really scary, it's free as well. And they can farm really well early game. So I didn't really know what the deck did, but my opponent was kind enough to explain all the effects. This game was close, was close. He did his level 3 combo. I went to 3.5. Then I killed him on the crackback with the Rainbow level 3. Round 6 was against Hasuno Sora, the 8 standby. This game was quite tough. I couldn't find the pieces to give my Reimu's power, so I couldn't loop them as effectively as I would like because he always had like 2 level 2 2s on board, and I couldn't find the stunner, the thing that prevented the early plays from standing. Where's you? This thing? I couldn't find this thing to stop his ICTO 6 cards, and then he killed me from 2.4 because I just ate everything. He ripped 6 cards off my bottom deck, and there were 3 climaxes there. So yeah, so that was the thing. Round 7 was against Sword Art Online. Damien is a very prolific Sword Art Online player. He has like a full foil deck. Yeah. So this game was a pretty epic game. I went up to level 3 first when my opponent was at 2.5 or 2.4, and I decided to pull the Rainbow combo. He ate the swing, but then the entire climax combo he basically cancelled. So he ended the turn at like 3.1 or 3.2. or something. Yeah, but then after that he didn't really have a good crackback. I cancelled a bunch of times. Then he had to use a anti-damage event to prevent one lane of damage, so he didn't have the resources to do any finishes, and he died to vanilla damage next turn. Yeah, so yep, that's our game. Round eight. Round eight was against my good friend Akiko. He's playing Touhou Project as well, but he's not on 8 gates. He's on the Yuko combo, the blue Yuko combo. Gate, we call it pens, but I think US calls it arc or something. The one that sells just a climax, the trigger. Yeah. So he was on that. The deck's pretty good, I think. It punishes a lot of standby decks because it's at level 2 it can put out two really huge beaters. Yuko is 12.5 and Yomu is 13k. And he's also playing the Alice early play that downs an opponent's character's level. So he really wants to hit out all the standby decks. Yeah. This game I don't know, he just ate a bunch of damage and he died. So I mean that's just Weiss. Yeah, what you gonna do? Um round nine. Round nine was a rematch against the Sword Art Online player. Um he stock changed me, stock washed me with the Alice when I was at 2.2. I was at 2.2 and he went up to level 3. So he did the stock wash with the Alice and he put 2 inside. But then I refreshed the climax as well, so I had like 5 climaxes in 20 something cards. I'd say 28 to 30 cards, and I cancelled thrice. So yeah, then the game was pretty much just over from there. Yeah. Round 10. Round 10 was a very, very close game. It was against Assault Lily. Yeah. The Assault Lily finisher is crazy, man. The minus 9 soul. Then he shoots 2, burns 2, burns 3, burns 4. Yeah, I got shot to 3.6. Then I managed to finish him with the remove finisher. Yeah. So that's the matchups. Yeah, I think I decided to bring the deck to this event mostly for one reason. This is the one reason. This stupid level 1 combo right here. This is like one of the most busted level 1 combos that they've like ever printed. Yeah, but they did spoil the brown dust one that specifically counters this card. The Justia. Like it explodes this guy. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about what I liked about the deck. So I like the level 1 combo, and I think that the brainstorm is very strong. This is one of the main reasons to play 8 gates or 8 you call it doors. Yeah. So this one she's a brainstorm. When you hit the brainstorm, you get to actually look at the top 2 cards of your deck and rearrange it first before salvaging a character. And also once per turn you can discard specifically the level 3 Reimu. And you can look at the top 4 cards of your deck, take a character, send the rest to Rating Room, and give something 1k. Don't know why they stapled 1k onto this card as well. It's so absurd. This singular card deletes 8 cards off your deck. So you can always be in a optimal deck state because you have a lot of deck manipulation with this deck. And the deck also farms a lot of resources because this card averages it pluses you 1.5 on average. And if your hand is full, it also gives you the option to add stock. I think it's a really good. Yeah. And this level 0 is also quite absurd. Um, at the beginning of your climax phase, you get to choose one of the following effects. You can either be a chaser, so you can run in front of opponent's characters, or you can be a JC, where if your other character gets front attacked, you can pay 1 and sack this to bounce the character back to hand. And it's just 3k constant on both turns for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. So the core of the deck is this Flandre, this Reimu, and this Brainstorm here. Honestly, this finisher could do whatever, and you still probably play it because you want to use it with this Brainstorm. It's just so absurd. And the early play is also very strong, because it bounces back to your hand for free. Like why? Why does it do that? Yeah. So let's talk about cards that I didn't really like when I was playing with the deck. This promo right here. This one, it wasn't great because most of the time I didn't need to clock with the effect to find anything, and also the memory rip effect. I was expecting a good amount of Gakuen Idolmaster, Gakumas, yeah. But then the only real memory deck I played against was DC, and against DC it didn't really do anything. And again in testing with my like Gakumas playing friend, it didn't do much either. So could be replaced with the other option, which we'll talk about it soon. Another thing that could be replaced is this. This didn't really come up for me a lot. It's it's more of a win more option. And if you're looking for a level assist, honestly, I would much rather drop down the other one. This one here. Yeah, this is a much better option for if you need a level assist to go with your early plays. Yeah. This I could see cutting. Yeah. So what else was good? Yeah, everything is pretty standard, I think. There's a lot of one copy because there's a lot of deck speed. You go through your deck really fast. So when you go through your deck really fast, you can basically salvage whatever from your brainstorm when you hit, or with this level 0 right here. And you can easily find the pieces you need with the climax combo. Yeah. So let's see what else could we change about the deck? So um I think that the memory rip cut could change to this. This is to specifically show up your game better into those standby decks. You could bounce the annoying cards back to their hand, and then they could use it to hand and call, but it delays their board for a turn. So the longer you delay their board, the easier it is for you to get value from your climax combo. You do -1 and -1 hand though. Yeah. And also you could was considering playing one of this event because when you get this event into your memory, you always get a modular 1k power every turn. It's pretty good in downing those pesky big standby walls. Also, but if you're gonna be playing with the one copy of this blue event, I'm pretty sure that you would have to swap out one copy of this Climax Searcher event for one copy of this level 1 Marisa to just maintain the character count so that your return to hand on the early play as well as the review top deck on the Shiki is more consistent. You do get to scry top 2 with your brainstorm for the Shiki, but for the early play it's just totally RNG, right? Yeah. And also she gives something plus 1.5k on attack as well. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Touhou deck. I think pretty much you can play this level 1 Reimu and put any top end with it, and it's probably a deck. This card is just super strong. Yeah. So yeah, you can let me know what you think of the deck and what you guys would change. If you have any questions on any of the deck choices that I made, you can also let me know. We can have a discussion. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll 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 see. We'll see when I decide to post another video. Maybe in another year, Lamau, when I win another event. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.